I think people get lost in this. Football fans are very passionate. I can't stand any Liverpool player on Sunday, but I would acknowledge Mo Salah's the best player in the world at the moment. So I can't stand him on Sunday. And if he scores a goal, I'll be like, you absolute prick. But he is the best player in the world at the moment. It's competitive, it's rivalry, and the man in the middle is an enemy or a friend, and that's the way it is. You can't criticize.
How do you feel about Salah's wage situation at Liverpool, by the way? Because for us, 350 grand a week, let's say, just to split hairs, is record breaking stuff. Can we afford it? Whereas for a club like United, Real Madrid, Barcelona, 350 grand, that's contract signed and done. So I just want to get an outsider's take on it, because, as you said, I think we'd all agree if he isn't the best player in the world right now, he's certainly right up there. And we know he could go to PSG tomorrow and get £500,000 a week. So I just can't see any way that Liverpool don't get something done with him.
I think Mo Salah is a unique player in the sense that most people I speak to, obviously a lot of United fans, respect him, and yet he plays for a club we don't respect. We do respect Liverpool, but we don't like Liverpool. That's the way it's meant to be. But I've always said this. It's a bit like Son, but Mo Salah's so much better than Son. Son and Mo Salah don't get the respect they deserve, and I think it's because they come from countries that are not the traditional footballing countries. If Mo Salah was Brazilian, and he was had the personality of a Neymar, he'd be on every advert, every cereal packet, the best player in the world, and he doesn't get that. And I think it's because he's Egyptian, and it's not. And his personality is not that as well, which is credible. But realistically, if he was at Real Madrid or PSG or Manchester United, and he was Brazilian, and he did have the personality of a Neymar or a Pogba, which is nothing wrong with that personality, by the way, and they had the agent of Amino Raiola, he would be saying, I want 600 grand a week. I want 500 grand a week. And he would be worth that money. The fact is, to his credit, he's at Liverpool discussing a 350 grand a week contract. And if he signs it, that's clearly something to be proud of as a Liverpool fan, because it's like he should and can point to the fact that he should be on £500,000 a week easily. And the fact that
he genuinely understands the fact that, as you've said, I think you've alluded to, he's really loved and he's comfortable and he's well looked after at Liverpool. And, the club are very respectful to his international commitments. And I think he finally sees, Mark, that, maybe what Coutinho did, what Suarez did, or what other players at other clubs have done. There's something about English clubs. If Liverpool fans or United fans, they really take it to their heart. You're a goddamn legend, mate, at that club. And you can go back there for 20 years.
He's a footballer. Who's his agent? I don't know. I know who some
Remy Abbas. He actually doesn't have an agent. He has a solicitor who advises him, Remy Abbas. But yeah, apart from that, you don't see him in the headlines too much.
He's a footballer. It's a bit like Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, I know he earns good money at Man City, but again, he's a footballer. He's a footballer. He wants to play for a great coach in a great team that can get him to win or compete for the greatest prizes. You get some footballers like that, and you get some footballers who want to move every couple of years, get the big deals, move about, and make it about them. And Salah clearly isn't about Salah FC, is he? He's about being the best player he can be in the best environment he can be in.
Yeah, I think he knows the team's set up for
players like that.
I think he knows that the team is set up around him to get the best of him with a manager who really likes him. And I wonder, is he looking maybe at Jurgen Klopp's contract being up in 2024 and thinking to himself, will Klopp still be here? Who will I be on with? But my argument is, right now, he's got 19, 20 months left on his deal. Every month that goes by, that valuation is going down. So for Liverpool, for the owners, even if you sign him up for a 4 or 5 year deal with no intention of committing those 4 or 5 years, you're going to find a buyer for him in 2 or 3 years, no problem. So it's a no-brainer to me to get it done.
He's very fit.
He certainly is.
And Ronaldo's playing at 36, so people say, he's getting close to 30. I mean, what's 30 now?
Well, look, like Ronaldo, again, I throw James Miller into the hat. They look after themselves. They live the lifestyle of a professional athlete. I remember reading a really good story when Ronaldo came back to United. Apparently Friday in the canteen at United is treat day, and nobody touched the brownie or the apple crumble because Cristiano wasn't touching it. And they were like, I'm not going to be the one to go over there and look like, I need my sugar fix. He lives his lifestyle, eats in a healthy way. and that's allowed him to have the longevity in his career the way he has. And I think that's now rubbing off. And the days of the Monday clubs and, you know, the fish and chips after the game and all that, that's all well gone. We're lucky we got to live through that, I suppose.